Hey, Flowmies, it's time for another edition of the ITF Flowcast. So this week is a special edition. We are going to have Fernando Medina. He's one of the moderators in the ITF group. He is going to conduct an interview with Josue and Stephanie Martinez out of Diamond Window Cleaning in San Jose, California. But this interview is going to be mostly in Spanish. Fernando will be doing some interpreting. He'll be translating some of the things that are said, but the majority of it is going to be in Spanish. And the reason why we're doing this is because the Spanish-speaking community actually has a high presence in the window cleaning industry, and yet the support they receive they're very underrepresented. The IWCA as well as ITF, we are been really talking and trying to plan to see how we could make outreach to the Spanish-speaking community. So this is our first attempt here with ITF. We're going to be doing this. We may do others. We're hopefully going to gear towards a full Spanish language interview in ITF, and that way those who speak Spanish can fully benefit from it. But we really want to get your input. If you are a Spanish speaker, listen to this interview, please. Give us feedback on how we might be able to do better. We're going to do the same with the IWCA show as well. But we know there's several Flowmies in our group they speak English, but their first language is Spanish, and these types of videos would help them greatly. So anyways, look forward to hearing your feedback. Please put it in the comments on YouTube or in the post in ITF so we can get some ideas from you. Or if you would like to be interviewed in an all Spanish interview, please let us know as well. Anyways, now let's give your attention to Fernando as he interviews Josue and Stephanie.
What's going on, Flowmies? Fernando with Pro Windows, Los Angeles, California. And today we got a little twist on this next podcast. I have two Central American individuals, Josue and Stephanie from Diamond's Window Cleaning in San Jose, California. And today we're going to be chopping up this video a little bit in Spanish because Josue is a Spanish speaker. He does understand English, but we want to make sure that we translate what he says, into English, so all of our viewers can actually view this video and go along with the session that we got going on for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, comments, make sure you leave them down in the video sections, and we'll be more than happy to reply. Los estoy introduciendo como Josue y Stephanie de Diamond's Window Cleaning en San Jose, California. So muchas gracias por tomar su tiempo y estar aquí conmigo el día de hoy. Nomás simplemente quiero agradecerles su tiempo porque tenemos ya tiempo de que hemos querido tener esta entrevista para saber un poquito más de ustedes, porque creo que a ustedes los conocí en uno de los eventos aquí en Santana, con Jay Racingstein. Fue la primera vez que nos introducimos y ya nos volvimos a ver en el futuro o hace poquito en el pasado, ¿verdad? Pero Josué, un poquito de historia de usted, cómo empezó en su negocio.
Pues empezamos, como todos, estábamos sin empleo y buscando oportunidades, y pues se nos ocurrió la idea de window cleaning, y sin conocer la industria nos metimos por ahí y tratamos de hacer unas cosas, y pues ahora estamos aquí trabajando con Diamond's Window Cleaning.
Okay, so Jose says that he was looking for opportunities in the window cleaning, just like any of us, and all of us, or most of us that have been in struggles, that have had hard times in the past, and they decided to give it a shot, and they got themselves into the window cleaning industry, which is now, their business is actually called Diamond's Window Cleaning. And ¿alguna otra cosita que quieres agregar de eso? ¿Cuándo empezaste este negocio?
Oh, sí, correcto. Empezamos a finales del 2016. Empezamos de cero, nomás con una idea, y ahí empezamos con mi esposa.
¿Con tu esposa? So, ahorita en tu negocio nomás eres tú y tu esposa.
Ahorita en el momento sí.
So me imagino que todo el labor eres tú y ella se queda firmando los cheques en casa y depositando y gastándose el dinero.
Estamos, sí.
Sí, ¿verdad? No, bueno. Algunas little backtrack. So they started late 2016 till now, and it's currently just themselves operating Diamond's Window Cleaning. He is the labor of Diamond's Window Cleaning, and I am going to assume that Stephanie is the brains of the operation, probably taking care of maintenance, administrative stuff. But Josué, en el estado que tú estás ahorita de o en la posición que estás, empezando desde que te acuerdas, ¿qué han sido las dificultades que has tenido tú aprendiendo la limpieza o cómo aprendiste sobre la limpieza de ventanas?
Pues aprendí un poquito porque por medio de amistades llegué a trabajar en una compañía local aquí de limpieza de ventanas, trabajé como unos 3 meses. También ellos no tenían buen sistema de trabajo y pues aprendí un poquito. Después de 3 meses salí de la compañía y tratamos de agarrar una idea y iniciar nuestro propio trabajo.
Okay. So Josue says that he actually worked for another company for about 3 months. The system that they have for learning in the window cleaning process wasn't as great as he thought it was, but he actually learned something and he decided to endeavor his own dreams and pursue his own career in the window cleaning industry. Now, voy a hacerle una pregunta a Stephanie. What got you started into the window cleaning industry? Because I know you guys are in it together. So
Yeah.
what got you into it?
Well, it's kind of funny because when we started like talking, he would always mention, oh, I want to start my window cleaning. I want to start my window cleaning. And I never thought he was serious because, you know, most people at a young age, they're not serious about anything.
Right.
And he told me, he started sending me like photos of t-shirts, of business cards. He had actually done like the tax business certificate for the city. He was like actually very serious. And I remember that I was actually with a friend and he texted me. He's like, can you order me a ladder? And it was pretty funny. So I ordered the ladder and everything. Then we talked about it and he's like, oh, do you want to join me, be part of this? Like, it's going to benefit you and everything. And I honestly, like, I didn't have no knowledge of even a business at first or anything. Like, I think like anybody else, like at first you just don't have a lot of knowledge and stuff. But yeah, that's how it started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to feed off of that little history you gave me there. Were you guys a couple before he got you in the window cleaning, or is that how he convinced you?
No, we were a couple, kind of. We were like talking, yeah. But then like everything just came so fast and we became a couple and everything started.
Ya debe decir, esa fue una buena ancla, Josué, porque le pregunté que si ustedes ya eran una pareja antes de que empezaran el negocio o ese fue el plan de convencer a Stephanie de que, hey, mira, vente conmigo, vamos a empezar esto y decidió juntarse como pareja, pero well, I'm really happy that you guys actually, you know, got started. So you guys been in the industry now, what, 8 years?
No,
like
seven, almost 7
years. 7 years. Okay.
Yes.
So, la pregunta en inglés y en español, as business owners, como dueños de compañías, what has been the struggles? ¿Cuáles han sido las dificultades como dueños de compañía? And that question will go for both. Whoever wants to answer it, feel free.
I think, like I tell you, we didn't have as much knowledge in the beginning. We honestly just started like, I remember we would go door to door and throw out business cards or I remember we started doing like a Google listing and a Yelp listing. And we were just, honestly, we were looking at other window cleaners, like what they were doing. And we got a website. We went to Facebook, Instagram, like we were trying to be on the internet. I know that's like the main thing right now, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So we were doing that. So I think our main struggle, I would say, organization. We were not organized. We didn't even know what we were doing. And I think we had to build each role. And I still, even now, like we still make mistakes and
of course.
We're still learning. We're like, oh man, we did this. We're not supposed to do that. But basically, I think the main thing is organization. If you're not organized, honestly, even your customers, your employees, they're going to notice it. Like you're not organized. And that really like it doesn't work. You know, people don't want to work to a company that doesn't even know what they're doing.
Right. No, and that's very true. It's the foundation of the business has to have systems in play.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any systems developed for your employees or for yourselves, how to
Yes,
run your office, Josue, how to run the field, then there's no organization. And when you bring somebody in and they're looking at you running left and right, and they're looking at you for leadership, you have to make sure you be that leader. Because if you can't be that leader, then you cannot have someone behind you trolling you, learning what you're doing and all that. So I'm going to direct that same question over to Josue. Josue, la pregunta fue que ¿cuáles han sido las cosas, dificultades? Como Stephanie es la operación de la oficina, me imagino que ella es la que se encarga de administración, de cualquier cosa que tenga que ver con administración. Tú que estás en el afuera haciendo labor, ¿cuáles son las dificultades que has tenido tú desde que has empezado y qué crees que cuando recién empezaste, qué es lo que has batallado tú mucho sin saber nada en la limpieza de ventanas o con lo poquito que viniste de la compañía?
Sí, las dificultades, pues nuestra mayor dificultad siempre ha sido la organización, especialmente, pero en el field, allá donde está en el trabajo, el poco conocimiento de los servicios ha sido bien duro también, porque tú no sabes si lo estás haciendo correcto o si lo estás haciendo incorrecto, y son un montón de cosas que a ti te pasan en la cabeza y tú sabes que se necesita bastante.
Okay, so Jose's response to that, that the difficulty that he have is not knowing the services that that he is providing. He's always wanting to make sure that he's doing things up to standard and he's providing the services correctly as possible. So those were one of their struggles that they have been dealing with when they first started, not knowing or having too much knowledge in the window cleaning field. But I'm hopefully looking forward to some changes to that. Otra pregunta para ti, José. Ahora que comparado de cuando recién empezaste a ahorita, ¿cómo ves que ha cambiado tu forma de trabajar afuera en el negocio? Déjala traduzco en inglés. So I'm asking him, what is the difference between when he started operating his business out in the field to the current date to today? What is the difference? So, ¿cuál es la diferencia de cómo operabas antes a cómo operas hoy? En todos esos años que has trabajado, ¿qué haces de diferente hoy?
Sí, ya con el tiempo y con el equipo correcto, el conocimiento correcto, tú te sientes más cómodo, confías más en lo que tú estás haciendo y tienes una mejor conexión con los clientes, con tu negocio y todo va fluyendo muy bonito.
Va fluyendo mejor. Okay.
Sí.
So, pretty much that, as he's been moving along, he's got a little brain freeze there in the moment, but he has learned from experiences with clients, the communication that has allowed him to express and develop his skills a lot more. So he feels a little bit more confident going out there and providing the services he actually provides. ¿Y cuáles son los servicios que ofrecen ustedes en su negocio?
Ahorita tenemos los servicios, principalmente usamos el window cleaning, pressure washing, solar panel cleaning y gutter cleaning, esos 4 servicios. En el pressure washing incluimos house wash, roof wash, concrete cleaning.
The concrete cleaning. So
Yes.
In their businesses, they offer window cleaning services, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, and roof washing services. And those are the main objectives that they offer out in this field. Stephanie, same thing, same question for you. So when you started back in 2016 till today, how are you running your day-to-day operation in your office? What's the difference, like from back then to now? How have you expanded, or how have you helped yourself to expand your administrative skills in the office?
Honestly, like back then, I don't know if it was because, I actually just had a baby as well. And, doubling with, the business is another baby.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really, at first, I would say we were just like working, we're doing like self-employed and wasn't really taking it seriously. But now that we want to do like a better system and everything, I was actually been researching a lot, like in the past years, to have like better systems, for it to be a lot easier for customers to communicate with us and everything. I've actually been taking like a lot of webinars to get more knowledge in how to even run employees, or how to run a business or anything. I like literally I'll take anything, like I'll be into classes, like I'm not even joking, like every day I try to get knowledge of something. Taking classes. There's a lot of free classes out there that I didn't even know. Like I'm always navigating on the internet, and I'm always looking at workshops or anything, like just to bring into our business to make it better. That's what I'm currently doing, and I feel like we have a better system now, and we're actually being more organized than we were before. Like I tell you, we're still learning, and there's some points that you think like, oh, we have this all done, but we don't, and we just need to fix it. But that's normal. I feel like you have to make mistakes for it to get better.
That's very true. There's always room for improvement, and the quote says that, you know, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have, the more in control you can be, and that's very true. So I did mention that we've met. Our very first person-to-person introduction was at one of the Jay Racingstein events, a networking event. That's where, you know, most window cleaners around Southern California, even Northern California, meet for a couple of days, and we network with each other. So I think that was you guys' first networking event in Santa Ana, right? I want you, if you can go back to that date, I want you to express in words, how did you guys feel coming into that, bumping into other window cleaners? I mean, I know there were some big companies in there, but, you know, I want you guys to express that. And let me ask that. I'm going to ask the same question to Jose in Spanish so he knows what we're talking about. Pero la pregunta es, les estoy avisando aquí a la gente que nos va a estar viendo en el video que la primera vez que nos conocimos nosotros fue en uno de los eventos que fue por Jay Racingstein en Santa Ana. Y si se pueden retrasar a esa fecha y expresarnos en palabras cómo se sintieron ustedes como primerizos llegando a ese evento, cómo se sintieron sabiendo de que, oh, pues va a haber muchas compañías ahí, que no sé cómo, en sus palabras, o el que quiera contestarme, whoever wants to answer first, express those words to me. That way, these videos are meant to encourage other window cleaners or other business owners to get involved, because we want to help you guys get to your next level in your business.
Well, honestly, I think for both of us, because we've never actually been into an event like that, we didn't even know that even existed. We were super nervous. Like, I remember we were like super, super nervous. But you were so, like, when we met you, and because I think we were talking through Instagram, I think we were talking to him. And when we met you, you were like so welcoming, and we felt a little bit comfortable, and we were actually talking to other window cleaners and everything. So it was kind of like amazing, honestly, to meet other people that are in the same industry. Like, you don't think that there's a lot of people out there that are doing the same thing or even experiencing the same thing. Like, it was kind of cool because I forgot his name, but we met this young guy, and he was showing us his whole system of pressure washing, and he was like super excited. Like, we were like, oh, that's so cool. Like, at least someone understands us now. So it's pretty cool. After that experience, we're like, oh, we need to go to these. Like, these are so exciting because now someone understands our side, you know? Because we've actually told friends, family, but they just don't get it because they don't understand what we're going through. So it's kind of cool to find other people that they know what we're going through, and we actually learn from them, or they talk about their experience about something. They're like, oh,
Mhm.
you're not supposed to do that, or
Right.
oh, you could do this to better your business. And
Mhm.
and it's cool to grab a lot of information or knowledge.
That's very true, and I'm gonna feed into that. Networking for me, networking is about learning and educating. Either I'm gonna share some information to help somebody in struggles that maybe they're going through and that I've been through, or they might have something for me to learn. So that when any opportunity that I get to go out and network, I'm going to do the best that I can to be there because, like I said, when it comes to systems, pressure washing, window cleaning, soft washing, that's I kid you not. A couple of years back, I wasn't really that systemized when it came to my work trucks and all that, but that's where you learn. And the more you learn, the more knowledge you get, the more education you get, the more training you get. You start creating a system that's going to help your business out. And that's the importance of going out to an event, meeting other cleaners. And it's like, any other type of event. We're all going to go into it nervous, but you have to stand up tall and get in there and start talking to people or listen in, get into a little crowd and listen to see what the conversation's about, and then introduce yourself to that. Be open about it because the window cleaning industry is really big. And believe me, there's hundreds of thousands of people out there willing to help or willing to share their experiences. And that's why we're here today, highlighting you guys to express what you guys have gone through since 2016 till today. And I'm going to touch on another subject because I know you guys were also part of it. But Josue, let's get Jose's feedback on this. Expresando los sentimientos que tuvo cuando fue a su primer evento de la limpieza de ventanas por Jay Racing. ¿Qué aprendió de eso? ¿O cómo entró usted eso?
Pues por mí, ¿no?
Sí.
Al principio pues nervioso y emocionado al mismo tiempo de conocer personas que están en la misma industria, que pueden comprender tu conversación, tus problemas, tus cosas, y contento con toda la gente de que cualquier información era muy buena y estabas conociendo cosas que tú nunca habías visto en tu vida, no sabías que existían, y eso lo emociona porque hay otra gente que también le emociona lo mismo que tú estás haciendo y es muy bonito.
Es una familia muy grande, como le digo a Stephanie.
Una familia, correcto.
En esta industria hay muchas oportunidades para aprender, para educar y sobre todo para ayudarnos, porque somos una organización muy grande y los que van escalando en sus negocios son las compañías que van aprendiendo, van entrenando, se educan por servicios ofrecidos por otras compañías o otras convenciones. Y eso es algo de lo que, como le dije a Stephanie, que yo en los años pasados, anteriores, yo estaba hablando como unos 5 años atrás, yo también estaba en una posición donde no estaba tan organizado como estoy ahora. Ahorita ya te doy mi camioneta y mi camioneta te va a hacer el trabajo. Tú lo único que tienes que hacer es ayudar a la camioneta a hacer el trabajo, porque si no, no lo va a trabajar. Pero eso es la importancia de atender los eventos que hagan en sus áreas, y si están cerca, porque yo sé que vienen desde San José ustedes, es otra cosa que tenemos que atender, y si no los atienden, los que se quedan atrás son los que no inventan. So just to translate a little bit on what Josue said, that he went into the event feeling nervous, not confident, just because not knowing, walking into a herd of window cleaners that he's not expected of. But after communicating with a couple of people in the event, he felt pretty confident and pretty open, really welcoming, just because, he started sharing experiences and they, vice versa. So that really opened up a lot of room for him to start interacting with people on that. So I just want to touch one base, nothing. And desde que los conocí y aprendí un poquito de ustedes, las sugerencias que les di fue de atender el IWCA. Y ustedes no tenían ninguna razón de qué era el IWCA. Y gracias a Dios pudieron atender este último evento que tuvieron en enero en Las Vegas. En las pocas palabras, ¿qué les benefició de su primer evento en el IWCA? ¿Qué fue lo que aprendió? ¿Qué le ayudó de lo que aprendió en esa escuela o en ese evento a lo que usted hacía antes de eso. Vamos a comparar.
Pues la verdad que fue un evento muy, muy asombroso, que nos impactó mucho a los dos y contentos de agarrar ese gran conocimiento y de hacer cosas grandes. Estamos muy contentos de conocer personas que tienen proyectos muy grandes, muy asombrosos, que tú dices, wow, yo también quiero ser como ellos, yo también, si trabajo duro, puedo lograrlo. Y esas son cosas que te emocionan y tú dices, oh, sí vale la pena seguir trabajando en esto, es algo que sí, yo lo voy a lograr, lo voy a hacer. Y por eso fue un evento que para mí fue único, no tiene descripción, porque aprendimos mucho. Después de que regresamos, tenemos más conocimiento, mucha hambre de crecer en el negocio y muchas cosas buenas, muchas ideas.
Okay.
Estamos muy agradecidos.
In short words, from attending his first IWCA event this past January in Las Vegas, he for him it's a very unique opportunity that he had. He said that he really can't describe it in words, but that it has opened up his hunger to learning and to grow, to be in positions that other companies are at. He's really motivated based on what he has saw at this event, what he has learned. Se aprovecharon y han tomado cursos de los estudios que hay disponibles por el ITWC en el website, como las aprendices de las safety meetings y todas las cosas. Yo sé que no tienen empleados, pero eso es algo hay que mirar para cuando sí tengan empleados, ya tengan su sistema listo para eso. ¿O no?
¿Cuál es la pregunta? Disculpa.
La pregunta fue que si se han metido a la página del web, si se inscribieron como, no, bueno, esa habría sido mi primera pregunta, pero se inscribieron como nomás se registraron para ir a visitar el convento o simplemente la convención, disculpe, o se inscribieron como operadores y dueños de negocio y tienen acceso a clases que dan en línea. ¿Sí tienen esos privilegios?
Yeah, we do. Actually.
Okay, you do. All right. So the question is, are you guys taking advantage of those online training courses?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of little information in there that will help you guys. I know you guys are not don't have employees behind you guys yet, but that'll help you strengthen up those business skills and getting you guys prepared. So when you guys do have employees, you're able to provide all that training that they need.
Yes.
So Stephanie, I know you were limited on time. I didn't really get to see you at the convention, but Josue did say that you were taking care of the babies and all that. But did you get a chance to visit any of the classes, or were you able to?
Unfortunately, no, because I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard. We couldn't take anyone. It's in the middle of January and everybody's like, doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. But every time he would go to the hotel, he would tell me what went on that day, or even during the classes, he would send me photos or tell me, oh, I didn't even know this. I'm like, oh, look up this company, and I would do my research.
Okay, so he was pretty much Inspector Gadget for you out in the field, and he was sending you all the feedback.
All the feedback, all the information, and I was actually working from the hotel and doing all the research that was needed. So,
right. Well, let's hope that on the next convention, which is good, I think the next one's going to be in Galveston, Texas.
yes.
You guys, hopefully, at least one. It'll be nice for both of you to attend, because you being on the administrative side, you taking a lot of those classes in there, it's gonna help you guys out a lot. Josue was, and I actually got some pictures. I think you guys sent them to you guys. He went and he did some of the rope descent work. ¿Qué le pareció esa experiencia de la rope descent?
De la convention, no, fue muy asombroso, la verdad. Yo quedé muy contento de conocer las personas correctas, asombrosas y contento. No pensé que hubiera una asociación tan buena que pudiera ayudar y pudiera cambiar tu mente, tu negocio, tu vida, especialmente con una asociación así de...
Let me highlight what he just finished saying, that a couple of words that that he didn't think that there was an organization out there that would help someone change their mentality or change the way they do things at work. And thanks to the IWCA, that's something that made him change a lot of things. En la clase de rope descent, donde se tuvo que colgar, ¿esa fue su primera vez colgándose? ¿Usted?
Correcto.
Sí.
Correcto, fue mi primera experiencia en commercial, haciendo el rock.
So basado en la instrucción y su experiencia colgándose a un lado, ¿qué le pareció esa experiencia a usted?
Pues era algo que siempre he querido, una experiencia que siempre he deseado vivirla y no esperaba vivirla ahí en ese momento, y cuando se me prestó la oportunidad estaba muy contento, muy emocionado.
No,
La verdad, muchas gracias.
Lo bueno que agarró al toro de los cuernos y le dio, porque sí, esas experiencias son buenas y es mejor, a veces es bueno aprender con los instructores que están ahí para enseñarte cómo hacer lo correcto, porque mucha gente lo que hace, va, toma la clase y ya se enseñaron a hacerlo. No quiere decir que eres oficialmente certificado para operar esto tú solo, porque hay que tener la experiencia, tus horas de trabajo con alguien que sepa, que entienda la responsabilidad de ese trabajo para que te ayude a poder hacerlo. Sí, y mucho me ofrezco cuando el día que quieran, pueden venir acá cuando nosotros nos toca hacer ese tipo de trabajo para que agarren un poquito de entrenamiento. Entre más tiempo inviertan en aprender, más fácil se le va a hacer con el tiempo, pero simplemente siguen adelante y no dejen de aprender. Y cualquier pregunta, como siempre les he dicho, aquí estamos para ayudarlos y para contestarles sus preguntas en lo que sea.
Gracias.
Gracias, Fernando. Gracias.
Nada, ustedes. Anything you guys want to feed to your other beginner window cleaning companies out there, or una experiencia que quieran decir antes de que partemos, porque vamos a cortar el video en un par de minutos. Pero si anything that you guys want to touch on, something you want to talk about before we move on.
I think that the only thing I could say is, to anyone who hasn't gone to the IWCA, they should obviously go, because it's a great experience. And everything that he has told me, unfortunately I wasn't able to go, but next year I definitely will be going. I feel they should go, because you're going to get a lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff that we didn't know. And now we know things that we should, I don't know. I feel like things that you weren't supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Especially with the OSHA 1910, which was really, really important. Now we know that we have to train our employees to do like all the safety training, which is very important. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a great experience if you want to meet other window cleaners, other people that want to grow their business. And if you want to grow your business, that's a great opportunity.
I agree with that. And hopefully I get to see both of you guys at the next event. That way, when we do a follow-up interview with you guys another year from now, 2 years from now, you guys are able to feed in a little bit much more. But based on what Josue was relaying over to you, you've captured what the IWCA is about. It's a really good organization, and I started going to those back in 2007. I wish, hopefully next year, at the next event, I get to see both of you guys in there, so you guys can both take advantage of those classes. And I know a lot of business owners that will actually look at the schedule and take advantage. Like, okay, I'm going to go to these classes and I'm going to go to these classes. That's how you're going to make a good team and make another power up. But it's IWCA is a really good mentorship program to actually learn and educate yourself. So especially for beginners, I mean, once you start putting everything that you've learned into practice, you're going to see how things are getting easier and easier for you guys. And if there's anything, like I said, the IWCA is there with mentors to help you guys out and whatever you guys need. There's hundreds of people in there willing to work out. Even ITF, the podcast we're doing now. If you guys have any question, it can be any question. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's a silly question. I'm not going to ask it." Ask the question. There's no silly questions. There's no dumb questions. If you're unsure about something, ask, because at the end of the day, we want to keep every window cleaner safe out there, doing things right, the correct way. Because you guys seen, José, usted miró en las clases del OSHA 1910, los accidentes que pueden pasar sin saber cómo es hacer las cosas correctas cuando estás en el trabajo, como con los lifts, los operating lifts. Si no sabes dónde manejar esos lifts, los problemas que pueden causar y hasta la vida puede perder en esas cosas. So, es muy importante.
Temas muy serios, delicados.
Sí, muy, muy delicado, pero pues me dio mucho gusto verlo allá en la convención, aprendiendo y educando a la mente para que se le fortalezca un poco más la mentalidad como dueño de negocio. Y espero mirarlos a los dos en el próximo evento que viene, que creo que va a ser en Galveston, Texas, el año que viene. Si se puede, por allá nos vemos. Pero anything else that I missed out, you guys think you want to share? And I think I did not mention where you guys were from. So, where do you guys, where you guys nationality wise? ¿De dónde vienen?
Yo vengo de Honduras, de Centroamérica, y pues ella nacida aquí, pero
Yeah, I was born
Salvador.
here, but my parents are from El Salvador.
El Salvador, so Central America. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome aboard the window cleaning industry. Bienvenidos a la industria de limpieza de cristales.
Yeah, gracias.
Pero
Estamos
cualquier otra
contentos.
cosa, si tienen algún un comentario, did we finish up on the last little power surge that I just had that I experienced? Oh, you guys didn't know, I think we had a power surge over here. My screen just went black, so I had to restart this whole process here. But I think I don't know if you guys were mentioning on the last part or not, little breakaway session for you guys or for your viewers, anything you want to share with them other than, before we cut off on this video?
Yeah, I think I was just mentioning that anybody that is in the window cleaning industry, or doesn't really matter, or power washing or anything that they do like exterior services, they should join the IWCA just to get all the knowledge that is needed for their business to grow. That's about it that I was talking about for everybody.
Hey, well, it's a pleasure. I know Jay Ransenstein has an event coming up too, so hopefully I get to see you guys there. I look forward to that. When networking events pop up, I'm always over them. I like to go meet other window cleaners that are around me. I know there's a lot of companies out there, but not too many like you guys. They're not aware that these opportunities are out there. So I try to make it visible on Instagram or on Facebook. So, the more people that come in, the more we can network with each other and learn from each other. That's the main thing, learning from each other. But hopefully I get to see you guys soon. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute my phone. Thank you guys for joining in. Gracias, José, por haber participado el día de hoy y estaremos en comunicación.
Gracias a ti,
Okay,
Fernando,
gracias.
que siempre nos ayudas con muy buena información y nos invitas a eventos muy buenos. Estamos muy agradecidos.
Para eso estamos, José. Gracias a ustedes por todo.